Hello and welcome to Daily Records. I am Tommy Burton, and today's album is probably one of my all-time favorite albums, and it's a recent album. This is Southeastern by Jason Isbell, released on June 11th, 2013. This is his fourth album, and Jason is a singer-songwriter, and a lot of people know Jason from his work with the Drive-By Truckers. Jason either quit or got fired from, depending on the story, from the Drive-By Truckers due to his alcohol and drug abuse. And he spent the next few years kind of getting his life back together. It's a beautiful gatefold, just showing it to you. And getting everything back together, and came up with this album in 2013, which is sort of his... I would say his sober album. He's been sober ever since this record, and very, very proudly sober. But this was actually supposed to be produced by Ryan Adams, and Ryan was supposed to get together with Jason, but he ended up working with Dave Cobb, and probably the most acclaimed album of Isbell's career. Now, he has a backing unit, the 400 unit, but he really wanted to focus on the songs. And so when he got in the studio, he decided to use some of the band members, but he used other guys as well. One of the big things about the album was that Dave Cobb, the producer, kind of got Jason to record the vocals in one take. And so that took a lot to get him involved, and he finished the album just a couple of days before he married Amanda Shires, his wife, and also fellow musician. He says that he even went back and did some touches on the album on the Sunday before their honeymoon after the wedding. Regarding the title, Isbell said that geography really wasn't the reason where it came from. That his dad worked in a tool and die shop in Alabama called Southeastern. And so he used to have these terrible stories, work stories, and so Jason kind of had this image that the place was kind of a dungeon, so he kind of wanted to reclaim the title of the album. But let's talk about the songs, because that's really the star of this album. The fans that know, I think that Jason Isbell is probably one of the best songwriters right now working, and this album is the one. It hits a home run. Someone described this album to me as the songs are so good that you kind of hold your breath listening to them, and that's true. It opens up with the sober statement, "Cover Me Up," which went on to win several awards, the Americana Song of the Year. But there's also songs like "Elephant," which is a song about a lady suffering from cancer. It's just an emotional song, and it's a very realistic look at people that struggle with cancer. Songs like "Live Oak," which are just these great story-telling songs. The most rocking track on the album is "Super 8," a song about not wanting to die in a Super 8 motel. The song "Yvette" deals with sexual abuse, and so there is a lot of varied material. But the thing about these songs is that they're very realistic. They're very worldly. They have a viewpoint that somebody on this album, some of the characters that he's talking about, and it's very relatable. The lyrics are never just too far out there. They're very down-to-earth, sort of direct lyrics, and they tell straightforward stories. Just really, really fantastic lyrically. Melodically, Isbell owes a lot to growing up. Instead of old country music, he's more into probably the big hooks of the 80s, people like Cyndi Lauper and Prince. And so the songs have a melodic quality that is not apparent. I mean, his sound is definitely rooted in Americana or country music, but they're not Merle Haggard type country songs or Hank Williams. They're more rooted in sort of a sort of hooky kind of sound, and so you can really grab on to this material. Just really, really good stuff. So today's Daily Record, Southeastern by Jason Isbell. If you know this album, comment below. Let me know what you think. And if you're a fan of Jason's, which I am, a huge fan, let me know. Comment, subscribe, share, like this video. Give it the good old thumbs up. Check out my other channel. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. It's TommyBurton75. And in the meantime, I'll see you all again tomorrow with another Daily Record.